Dear students, we will today understand what is speed, what is average speed, what is instantaneous speed. So, we have just studied about the nature of distance versus time graph. So, we have found that as time moves, the distance always goes up and up. I mean, distance always increases. In no case distance can be negative. In no case distance can be zero. So distance is always positive. So in this graph you are seeing that distance is always positive, and not only distance is always positive. As time moves, distance is going up, distance is increasing. So distance cannot be like this, graph cannot be like decreasing. Distance always increases with time. Distance never decreases even for a second with time. So that we have to keep in that mind. But distance or time, you can see that earlier when time is more, distance covered is less. But when we are moving up in this graph, then we are finding that for a shorter period of time, there are more distance covered. That means when we are moving on the road, your change of distance in a given time interval may not be the same. In some time interval, having the same time span, you might have covered 5 kilometer distance, but in the same time span of 5 minutes, you might have covered 10 kilometer. When you are walking, your speed, your distance covered in a given time interval is less. When you are cycling, it is a little more. When you are moving with car, then it is still more. When you are flying in the aeroplane, it is much larger. So ultimately, when time interval is same, distance covered is changing. So what is that thing which drives this? What is the cause of that change? So there must be some concept, and this concept is called speed. What is a speed? A speed is nothing but distance traveled in a given time interval. So see, we have time interval t2 minus t1. When we are at t1, the distance covered was s1. This s1, and when time t2, the distance covered was s2. So what is the distance covered in the time interval t2 minus t1? So the distance covered between t2 minus t1 will be the distance covered till t2 minus distance covered till t1. So here this becomes, for this time interval, s2 minus s1 upon t2 minus t1, and this is also called a speed. And but this is average speed. Why this is average speed? Because in this interval, if we take many small interval, then we will find that in some interval the speed is more, in some other interval the speed is less. But for the given this interval, we are just averaging out and giving a uniform speed for this, and that's why this is nothing but a straight line joining this point to this point. So this is the slope. This slope, why this slope? Because you see here, this is theta. Tan theta is equal to s2 minus s1 and upon t2 minus t1. So this is just giving the slope of this curve between these 2 points. Okay, so that's why this is called average speed. So average speed is just to give the rapidity of any object in a given time interval. In that time interval, at any other time, the speed may be more than this average speed, the speed may be the less than. While you are cycling, sometimes you are riding at higher speeds, sometimes you are just slowing down. But for a given time period, when you will calculate with this formula, then you will find that at some point of time, the speed was more than this speed, and at some other point of time the speed was less than this speed. So actually in a given time period you are just averaging out the speed, and that's why that's give the rapidity of your cycling in a given time period. You just think about a test match when 50 overs is thrown till from morning to the evening, and they are just covering like 300 runs. So you are just taking out that how many runs has been covered per unit over. But you must find that there may be no run has been covered in a given over, and sometimes 12 run may be taken in just 6 balls. But when you are taking the average run score, we are just totaling that and dividing with total over. So in the same way, we are doing the same thing, that at some point the speed may be up, at some point the speed may be less, but on an average we have maintained this speed. Okay, so this can be written like this: change in distance travel upon change in time. So now just understand the concept of differential coefficient, where we have just जीरो दिस डेल्टा. अगर हमने इस T2 को इसको पास लाते हैं और एक ऐसा समय आएगा कि T1 T2 ऑलमोस्ट बराबर हो जाएगा, बिकॉज डेल T विल टेंड्स टू जीरो. उस कंडीशन में उस कंडीशन में हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि स्पीड एट अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम t, स्पीड एट पर्टिकुलर टाइम t, उसको हम लोग बोलेंगे दिस इज नथिंग बट एवरेज स्पीड. व्हाट इज दिस? एवरेज स्पीड. एंड when we are talking about instantaneous speed, then here we have to leave the limiting value, like when del tends to 0, del s by del t, and this gives us ds by dt. Okay, so s average is for some time interval. This is for time interval, and this is for any time t. ठीक है. तो जो इंस्टेंटेनियस स्पीड होता है वो किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे उसकी क्या स्पीड है उसको बताता है, और जो एवरेज स्पीड है वह किसी टाइम इंटरवल में टोटल मूवमेंट क्या था उसको बताता है. ठीक है. आगे हम लोग वेलोसिटी के बारे में भी इसी तरह से स्टडी करेंगे.